That what you just saw was unironically the best part of the entire show. During that 30 minutes where nothing was happening, it was just that song on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. A 30-minute ad break was the best part of the entire show. I had a McDonald's during it. I had a nice shit during it. I had a lovely little McFlurry on a nice sunny day here in England. It was great. It was great. The best part of the 3 hours plus. Thank God this show is going to 2 hours again next week, because this was the longest 3+ hours of my entire life. That 30 minutes was the best part of the entire show, because the main event, I still don't. I'm recording this as it's just gone off the air, and I still don't know what to think. The idea was there. Cena copies Punk last week. This week, Punk copies Cena. The idea is there. It's something fun, something unique, right? It's not just a generic promo. But all I'll say is Cena replicated Cena a lot better than Punk replicated Cena. Punk could not replicate Thugonomics Cena. Nowhere near. It was kind of funny. It was funny to see him try. The idea was there. I think it was a bit rushed because of the 30 minutes earlier in the night, but whatever. But awful show. Genuinely an awful show. It's a go home show. It's your go home show to Night of Champions, and that's what you pull out. It's a theme of WWE never put effort into a go home. I mean, they never put effort into any show, full stop. But a go home show should be the shows you put the most effort into. It's your last chance to get people to either buy the PLE or tune into the PLE, right? Or go to the PLE even sometimes. It's your last chance to get people excited, and they never put any effort in. It's just like, oh, let's just put the most generic booking out possible. We started with Cody and Randy, but we didn't get to see it. So here's the situation. We've wasted Cody and Randy at Night of Champions when it could have been a WrestleMania main event, or if not, a SummerSlam main event at least. Huge, right? A storyline you tell over months. We've wasted a Night of Champions with 1 week build. So last week in my video, in my Raw review or Smackdown review, I can't remember, don't care. I said we've got one show to build up Randy and Cody. Turns out we didn't even get to see it because some technical issues. I mean, it's not their fault, but it is their fault for only giving us one show to get excited for it and build it up. Not their fault for the technical issues, but it's their fault that they only give us one show to build this up and waste it at Night of Champions. So I don't know what happened in that promo. I'm not going to go back and watch. I don't care. They've wasted it. I think Carmelo Hayes came out. I don't know. Weird. Don't care. The best part of the show, actually, apart from the ad break, was the fact that there was only one logo in the middle of the ring, not 57. There was no LED barricades. There's no LED apron. We had pyro to open the show. Pyro! We had a different stage. I mean, we didn't have Slim Jim on the tables. You saw about 50 of them in the Nia Jax Tiffany match. So I'm surprised there wasn't a logo on them. But we only had the Riyadh season logo in the middle of the ring. Other than that, it felt very old school. That was the best part of the show. Which is saying something. It is saying something. After Cody and Randy, which I don't even know what happened, we went to Jimmy Uso versus JC Mateo. I mean, right there, that tells you how the rest of the show is going to go. Jimmy Uso versus JC Mateo, who has no feeling, no character, no gimmick, no aura, no feeling at all. I mean, as soon as you call someone JC Mateo, they're destined to fail no matter what. His look, there's nothing to him. They haven't put him in anything interesting. No one cares. And of course, you know, Solo's coming to the ring with him, and you know as soon as you see that, as soon as this match is announced, you know exactly how it was going to end. I guarantee everyone that watched the show knew exactly how this was going to go. Solo was going to get involved at the end, and then Jacob was going to come out and get involved and help Jimmy Uso, and that is exactly how it went. Moving on, no one cares. Giulia versus Selena Vega. Giulia won the title. Giulia won the title. Happy for Giulia. Here's my problem with it. Night of Champions is tomorrow. Tomorrow. On tomorrow's card, Night of Champions, we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. No title on the line, no storyline, nothing to it at all. Just a match to get Rhea on the card. Why would you not put the title match on the card? Or the title match later in the night? Tiffany vs Nia, which is the 50th time we've seen it. No one wants to see that at all. But Giulia wins the title. You could have put it tomorrow. Bigger moment. Zelina loses nothing from losing it at a PLE, right? You lose your title at a PLE, you lose less than losing it on a random Smackdown in the middle of the show. Middle of the show. Smack bang in the middle. With no build up to it at all. Giulia wins it. Okay, should have put it tomorrow at the PLE. Happy for Giulia. She started to get slightly better reactions from the crowd. I think it is a bit too early. I think you have to build her up a bit, give Zelina a proper run with that title, and then move on with it. But whatever. Giulia wins the title. Happy for her. Should have been at the PLE. We had Jade come out, cut a little promo. Asuka come out, cut a little promo. Naomi comes out, cuts a little promo. And then, honestly, but as soon as we came out the ad break, I was disappointed. As soon as that 30-minute ad break ended and I saw JC Mattel and Jimmy Uso on my screen, I was blanked out for the rest of the show. I won't lie. I was hoping that the show would get cancelled, ended. We'll just call it off because we can't televise it. As soon as it came back on the air, I was like, oh, for God's sake, I've got to watch another 2.5 hours. I was almost saved from this. So I blanked out the rest of the show, or at least most of it. Naomi comes out. Jade and Naomi get involved in something. It's clearly setting up Jade to win tomorrow. Naomi cashes in at SummerSlam and wins. Is the way that I would do it. I think that's the right way to do it, although they are making it a bit predictable. But I have no issue with it. Just easy booking. Have Jade and Asuka go out there and then have Naomi come out. Easy booking. Theme of every single show lately, especially this one. Easy booking. The most simplest booking you could possibly think of. Just do it. We get Rey Fenix and Andrade versus DIY. For no reason. Nothing on the line. Decent match, but it's 4 good wrestlers. Of course they're going to have a good match, but you can get a good match anywhere. There was no feeling to it. There was no reason to it. You're not going to go back and watch it. If you missed it, you didn't miss anything. You missed a decent match, but it didn't lead to anything. Andrade gets the pinfall. DIY take another pin to a team that's not even a real tag team. What a way to make your tag team division feel special. DIY take another L. Ron Killings come out. R-Truth comes out. Demanding John Cena comes out because of what happened last week with Punk and it cost him the match and all that. So he's demanding Cena comes out. Okay. So you think, this could be something a little fun here. They could have a little bit of fun with this. Aleister Black hits him with a black mass, and that's it. Aleister Black, who as far as I'm aware is still a face. I could be wrong there. I think he's in the middle now, which is no way to book anyone. Are they a face or a heel? Putting them in the middle does not work. It works for certain people, right? John Cena, it kind of worked back in the day, right? Because they are getting a huge crowd reaction. Aleister Black isn't getting a huge crowd reaction, so he's just in the middle. So the crowd aren't going to react to him because they weren't reacting for him really when he was a face. So then you make him kind of heel, but still kind of face. That reaction is going to go down. If you're going to go heel with him, go full on evil Aleister Black, evil dominant heel, vicious heel. If you're going to do this, do it properly. You can't have him go out there, attack Ron Killings, who's a babyface, and then expect the fans to know how to react. They're not going to know how to react. because to them, Aleister Black is still a face. It's weird booking. Is this leading to a Ron Killings versus Aleister Black match? Does anyone care? All this momentum that R-Truth had, all the momentum and the biggest talking point in the company, in the business, and this is what you're doing with him. Every week he just gets beaten up by someone. He gets beat up by John Cena, then gets beat up by John Cena again, then gets beat up by Aleister Black. Is this what we're doing? This is no different to how you booked him before when he was a comedy character. Get beat up every week. This is no different. This is the same booking for R-Truth that you've given him for years. Get beat up every week. He's just now booked as more serious, but he's still taking L's, still getting beat up. Wasted potential, wasted story, wasted everything with R-Truth right now. We get Street Profits versus the Wyatts in a tag team match. So we had 3 title matches last night. 3 title matches. Do you realise Night of Champions was built up and always has been, whenever there's been a Night of Champions event, it's been every title gets defended at that PLE. Every title gets defended at the PLE. Instead, they've put them all on Smackdown. Street Profits versus the Wyatts ends in a DQ because of course it does. Of course it does. Every match that involves some kind of title or 2 people that can't really afford to lose, they usually end in a DQ because it's the easiest way out of it. It's the easiest booking possible for Triple H to come up with. He doesn't have to put any effort into it. He doesn't have to think of a winner. He just thinks of 2 people to put in a match or 2 teams, and then you don't have to think of a winner. Let's just have it end in a DQ. Less effort, less entertainment, less everything. Every single tag team in the entire division was out there. I'm not even going to go through what happened at the end, because every team got involved, and then it just ended with the Wyatts and Street Profits looking at each other, which means we're going to get a rematch. We're going to get a rematch again. It's a face tag team versus a face tag team. And we're going to get a rematch of that. And then you've got, next week, you've got Finn and JD versus the New Day, heels versus heels. For SmackDown, you got faces versus faces. What are we doing in this tag division? It's awful. Street Profits versus Wyatts. We're going to get it again. Face versus face. Who do the fans get behind? They're obviously going to get behind the Wyatts, which means the Street Profits reaction goes down because they're going to react louder to the Wyatts. This does nothing for anyone. Even if you have the Wyatts win the tag team titles, it does nothing for them. What happens if the Wyatts win the tag titles? The Wyatts do not need tag team titles. These type of characters do not need titles. You put them in interesting storylines, make them look dominant, having them in fun segments, fun moments, fun storylines. Don't need to put titles on them. And if they lose, what was the point in doing it anyway? Just have them take an L. It doesn't make sense. Have Street Profits go heel. How about that? They should have gone heel a while ago. But we're still doing this kind of... it's all over the place. This entire tag... That's what... They're trying to make it seem like that it's on purpose. Like, oh, the tag team division is chaotic. It's all over the place. It's mental. That's not a good thing. We can't follow along with it. We can't get behind any of these tag teams because 1 or 2 of them is losing every single week. Anyway. We're going to Nia versus Tiffany for the 50 millionth time. I don't care that it's a last woman standing match. We've seen it a million times. This match was just silly. This match was very silly. Tiffany gets up after about 10 table spots. After CM Punk was laid out at a table for about 20 minutes a couple of weeks or last week. Tiffany gets up after about 3 table spots. She keeps getting up. Silly booking. Silly. Tiffany Stratton is not prime Hulk Hogan, prime Stone Cold, prime John Cena. Let's put this a bit more realistically, shall we? Silly match. Not a bad match. It just felt silly at times because it's just like, this isn't realistic at all. Naomi comes out, teases a cash in. Doesn't end up cashing in. Tiffany puts Nia Jax through 2 tables. We saw about 50 tables in this match. But at least there was no Slim Jim logo on them. At least there's that. Gets put through 2 tables, and that's the match. Tiffany wins. Now, I am begging that this is the last time we see them in a match together. Not just in a match. The last time we see these two on the same ring, the same scene on TV. I don't want to see them both on my screen at the same time ever again. This should be it. It should have been done months ago. But can we please end it at that? Tiffany won. Move on. Please, I am begging you. Please move on from Nia and Tiffany. Put Nia into something else. I have no issue with Nia Jax. I used to. But now she's actually putting in the best work of her entire career. In the ring, on the mic, everything. She's putting in the best work of her career right now. Get her away from Tiffany. You're going to put Tiffany into something with Jade. Don't have Nia Jax as a third wheel in that, and then Naomi as a fourth wheel, and you do some weird tag team shit. Don't even think about it. Then we go into the main event segment. Cena comes out, cuts a little tiny promo. Then CM Punk comes out to Thugonomics playing. And you think, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. First of all, the theme song playing is enough to get me on the edge of my seat. Best part of the show. But wasn't great. No one on the entire roster, no one in the business can do Thugonomics John Cena. It didn't work as well as I assumed they thought it would. Like, they tried to do it, oh, look, you can imitate me, I can imitate you. But as I said at the start of the video, Cena imitated Punk a lot better than Punk imitated Cena. It wasn't bad, it wasn't awful. It was funny. It was different. It was unique. It was, I don't know, 50-50 on it. 50-50. The idea was there, kinda. The idea was there, kinda, a little bit. Could have gone a lot more creative with it. Wasn't really a back and forth promo like I would have liked to see. Because it's usually, Cena promos are always, even with Cody's storyline, Cody cuts a promo to him. Then the next week, Cena cuts a promo to him. It's never back and forth. With Punk, Cena cuts a promo to Punk. Punk cuts a promo to Cena. Cena cuts a promo to Punk. It's never back and forth. It's just each week they alternate. This week, Punk is cutting the promo to Cena. I would have liked it back and forth. But they went with a Thugonomics thing. I don't mind it. It just wasn't that great in execution. It was a bit weird. Annoying that this match is at Night of Champions and not a SummerSlam main event. Annoying. But I'm sure it'll have a big fight feel. It'll feel like a big deal tomorrow. But bittersweet. They might do a rematch, although they can't do a rematch. I assume Cody's going to beat Randy tomorrow, so that will lead to Cena versus Cody at SummerSlam. Don't know which way they go with that. They could go either way with that. Annoying that we didn't get to see Cody and Randy at all because of the technical issues. We've waited years to see years to see Cody and Randy in the ring. They wasted a Night of Champions with 1 week build, one show to build it up, and that show we don't even get to see it because of technical issues. Very annoying. So now we get the match with nothing, no build up at all. I don't care to go back and watch what they said to each other. I don't really care. But that was Smackdown, awful show, and that was supposed to get us excited for Night of Champions. If you weren't excited for Night of Champions, that show was supposed to get you excited. Did it? Probably not. For me, definitely not. Anyway, I hope you like this review more than you like the show if you did watch it. 30-minute ad break, best part of the show.